Let's look into comparing two population variances via f-test. We are checking of the assumption that variances are equal for a two sample t-test. We may be doing it for z or ANOVA or any of the other tests that are applying those normal distributions. We call these tests as parametric tests. Essentially, we are interested in comparing the variance of population 1 to the variance of population 2, and we have to assume a normal distribution for both populations. While we are doing those parametric tests, we go for certain assumptions, and one of them is that whether the variances of two populations are equal or they are unequal. If they are equal, then we go ahead and do these tests. For the unequal variances, we have the different modifications to those tests. The ratio of variance 1 S1 square sample variance 1 divided by S2 square sample variance 2, generally we put the larger variance at the top as numerator and smaller variance as denominator, and this ratio between the bigger variance versus smaller variance, or it may be other way around, the point is that the ratio between two variances, this term actually follows an F distribution, and it depends on the degrees of 1 and degrees of freedom 2, which are the degrees of freedom for S1 and sigma square 1, S square 1 and S square 2. Let's look into the properties of this F distribution. There are many distributions based on degrees of freedom associated with the first variance and the second variance, and it ranges from 0 to infinity, positive values all time we have, and it is also non-symmetric, so that's also look like some mountain shape, and it does not look like a bell shape where we see the symmetry. We can get the F through Microsoft Excel. We can also do it from the tables. In the Excel, the formula is fdist, and if you give this fdist your calculated F value with degrees of freedom 1 and 2, you can get the p value. The probability of finding this F calculated, which you actually calculate by comparing those sample variances, we will call it as F calculated. So probability of seeing this F calculated in a F distribution for these particular degrees of freedom, where df1 is the degrees of freedom for sample 1, normally numerator, and degrees of freedom for the sample 2, the denominator. We can look into the value and those degrees of freedom for this F critical, and the function for this is F inverse. So F inverse alpha, degrees of freedom 1 numerator, degrees of freedom 2, that is denominator, will give us the F value, and that is same as what we get from the tables. So this one will be critical. Let's look into this F test with an example. Here is a problem which is the example from the book 15.3 naughty problem. There are different methods of split knot tying. So we want to see if method B produces exam scores with a greater variance than does the method A. Here we take some students and ask them to do this slip knot tying, and they do it with different methods. One of them is method A, and then the other one is method B, and then we score them. So here we have the scores for both method A and method B. Population under considerations, all exam scores obtained by both methods, method A and method B, and samples are these 7 scores which we get for each method. H naught. So in this what we observed was that the variance was greater, so we put B first. Of B is less than equal to variance of A, and alternative or research or hypothesis is that B is greater than A. Alternative hypothesis as a greater than sign. It is a one-tail test, one tail to the right. Degrees of freedoms and sample size NA is 7, degrees of freedom are 6, and for B we have 7 and 6. So number of these replicas sample sizes are equal, same are degrees of freedom, and our alpha is 0.05. Here B is numerator, A is our denominator. So we will look for this F critical, F at 0.5 for 6 against 6 degrees of freedom numerator versus degrees of freedom of denominator. First we will look into this table. This is the table for F, and on this x-axis we have the degrees of freedom for numerator, on the y we have the degrees of freedom for denominator. In our example we have 6 on this side numerator versus 6 on this side denominator, so our result was 4.28, so that is this number. Same way we can get it from Excel, F inverse 0.95, 6 into 6, and the number is the same. Now we go for test statistics. Variance for B is 375, variance for A is 5.23, and we do our test statistics, which is F calculated here. So S square B divided by S square A, 375 by 45.23, it is 8.28. Our decision, this 8.28 is greater than the critical, F calculated is greater than F critical, so that is it is 8.28 greater than 4.28, and we reject the null hypothesis. Conclusions: with an alpha 0.05 probability of type 1 error, we reject the null hypothesis and conclude that the population variance of method B is greater than method A, so variances here are not equal. What if we have more than two variances? Here we are looking for the alternative hypothesis as variance of A, B and C is not equal versus null, that is the variances are equal. Over here we will do it similar to what we have done for those two variance tests. This is called as F max test. So we will take the maximum variance among these 3 or 4 or whatever numbers are. So we'll take the bigger most or the maximum one divided by the minimum, and we will do it as a one tail to the right for the similar to the one tail to the right test for two variances. This is called as Hartley's F max test.